Morning, y'all. How do I drink mate from a gourd? Folks have asked me that question. I've learned it in a certain way. There are various ways to do this. I think this is the way that my friend Javier, who's an Argentine wrestling coach, taught me. The gourd is about this big. You want to fill it to about there. 1/2 to 2/3 full. Shake it. What that does is get the yerba to the side such that you have a little pocket to pour the water in. And the most important thing with the first pour is to not wet all of the leaves. If you wet them all, it loses its flavor really quickly. So the bombilla, the straw, the metal straw, goes in. I'm just gonna, whoop, there we go. Goes in like that, and then, huzzah. Water temp, super important. If the water's too hot, you'll burn the yerba. It's not actually burning it, it's just turning it super bitter. And the Argentines say quemado, it's quemado. I've let this cool a little bit. It's been sitting in the thermos for a few hours, so it loses its temperature bit by bit. But if you want to test the temp, what you can do is pour the water in the cap of the thermos. And after you do this a few dozen times, you get a feel for how hot the water is going to be. You can test it with your finger. It should be uncomfortable to touch the water, but it shouldn't burn you immediately. And that's good mate water. If you have water in your thermos and it's too hot, what some people will do is unscrew the top and just let it cool down. And what folks say is if you can put your hand on it and count to 8 before it burns you, then that's good mate water temperature. However, if you're gonna drink mate throughout the day from the same thermos, with water from the same thermos, then you're not going to be able to make your water any hotter if you don't have a water boiler near you. So if you want the water to cool down but keep the vast majority of the water to hot, keep it hot, then put it in the cap. Thermos size wise, this is a 1.4 quart, 1.4 liter. From Stanley. The handle is fantastic. My old one, I think it's over there, didn't have a handle. This is so key. Oh, it's great. If you're only gonna have some mate in the morning in the gourd and then move on with your day, you can use a smaller one, smaller thermos, the ones without the handle. However, if you're gonna drink other teas or like make hot chocolate with hot water, great to have around. So you can just pour it in a vessel, a mug, make more mate. The other thing is the more thermal mass, i.e. water that's in the thermos, the longer it stays hot. So that's generally good. To gauge how good a thermos is, feel the outside of it. And if it's hot, then it's not a good thermos because the heat's coming out. This one's like a little warm, but works pretty well. The small 1/2 liter cheap aluminum non-vacuum sealed thermoses are like, it's great if you just want to have a beverage stay hot for an hour and a half. And if you don't mind your coffee being warm in a little bit, then they're fine. But if you want a mate thermos, go with a good one.